Hello everyone, how are you going? Welcome back to Mini Motorways, where I'm just going through the international tour of the new expert mode, and this stop is going to be Chiang Mai. Okay, I have to get my brain back into expert, so make sure they're all connected in, but is that what I want to be doing, or is there a better way? I mean, I guess to be honest, I can survive for a little bit longer, if not the end of the week, and oh, that is so much better. I guess I can use him to supplement in until the end of the week and a few more things, because I just don't want to be locking anything in too darn early. As look at that, you got greens and yellows and everyone mixing in, but it's not a problem because the roads won't stick. That's all you have to worry about, the road sticking in the wrong spot. Oh, that's right. I also have to think about, do I want to be blocking up this middle square, because they just go and spawn so many buildings in it otherwise. Either way, that is officially 1 week down, and out of all of these, there is really only one choice. Now, however, I do have to make the tough choice of, do I take these guys around, or maybe I'll connect them in just to get them going so the entire thing doesn't collapse under my feet. I'll connect these guys back in for a second as well. Make sure that nothing sticks too early, and maybe even just put down a couple of blocking tiles just to be sure. Alright, well I think finally with that second yellow spotting in, I can afford to lock those guys down, especially because that's a pancake, and green are over on the left, and red can just get taken down and around. Look at this, it is slowly fading. There it goes. Yellow is officially locked in, but I'll get rid of red's line just because that's a bit of a weird one to lock in at 37 points. Okay. Yeah, not the worst. I guess I'll take a bridge because, man, you know how to go through them on this map. Aha, alright, well, is that how you want to be playing this game? Okay, I definitely don't want anyone spawning in there, so maybe... there is no other way for me to get red, so yeah, let's just take red and start making a few more things a bit more permanent. And of course, the inevitable has finally happened. I would love to be able to mix red and yellow around and take them different paths, but at under 100 points and already being locked out of my own map, it's not looking too good. Either way, I'll just run a nice road like that, just straight on down, and I think that's just going to be what it has to be for both of them. I guess I could afford to bridge kind of down and around like this. I don't have a roundabout or anything to help me out, but I'll wait till the end of the week and see what I get. Actually, I guess I know what I'll get. I'll get a motorway because last time I took a bridge. Hello there, you're easy as well. There it is, 6 weekly choices remaining, and like I said, just taking that motorway. There is really only one choice. If that is on the screen, you were taking it. I guess, like I said, I do have 2 bridges, so I could afford to at least do this just for a second. I guess just get people flowing and see how the entire thing develops. Just making sure, however, that the entire thing doesn't just lock itself in. Hello there, you're also fairly easy. I just have to make sure that you don't block my red path at some point. The question is now though, do I want to be motorwaying red like this, just straight up to the top? I mean, I know I'm going to need my motorways elsewhere, and actually, I'm probably going to need it right there. That's not what I expected, but I guess their ears were burning. So, in that case, bridge that across, and then connect these guys in. I guess that's the best I can really do. The other thing that I've recently realized is that the motorways almost give you a countdown clock. I mean, obviously the roads don't, and they just fade in, but I guess the motorways they thought was a bit difficult, so they give you a little just countdown wheel. And so as we can see in a couple of seconds here, motorway 1 is going to be locked in just like that. Please treat me well, motorway 1. Yes, absolutely. I can deal with that. Here we go. Just direct you, direct you, direct you. Done. Easy. I guess you're a little bit lonely, so maybe I can afford to do that, but I can always afford to just turn people around. There it is, the halfway point of all the possible weekly upgrades I can get. So with 4 weekly choices remaining, there's still only one choice. I'll take the motorway. But what I do want to say is look at these pesky reds that spawn down here, which I would have loved to have used over there instead of motorway 1. But I guess you can only live and learn, or live and hope, I guess. Alright, well that is certainly a bit of a distance, but nothing I'm too worried about, and I do have the bridges for it, so up and over. More yellows, really? More yellows right next to where all the houses are spawning. I mean, I guess I'll take it, but I'm also going to get caught up in the crossfire of just having everything connected in soon, I think. Oh, and then you as well down there. I mean, I'm certainly wishing that I put the bridge down below and not over the top now, but maybe I'll just put them straight through. I can't delete it. Alrighty then, only 3 remaining. I mean, to be honest, I have been using the bridges, and I'm definitely going to continue to, just to go over this right river as well as the square. Or maybe the square is fairly packed out, but yeah, just give me that bridge because I've only got 1 left. And then who and what is going to be next? You know what? I'm just going to block up right there, just so nothing spawns directly on the blue line. I'm also going to block up right there and right there. I'm still unsure as to whether I'm expanding or not though, because I definitely don't want that blue line to be cut in half with another color. Oh, hello. No one's near. Honestly, I'm just going to have to leave that yellow till later. I mean, I don't have anyone even remotely close. I mean, I am also waiting to the end of the week just to see if anyone spawns in. No, okay, yeah, blue upgraded right before we got this, but yeah, I guess I'll just take my 4th and final motorway, I think it is. Yeah. Once again, all of these reds coming into play. I'll drag motorway 2 back into there. Still waiting on things. The purple as well. God, everything's just popping off all of a sudden. We're not even close to 1,000 points, but let me just give it maybe a couple of seconds. No, I do need to be connecting this red in, and so I think I want to take a couple into the middle, I think. Maybe if a few more spawn in. You know what, I'll just drag motorway 3 over there. At least they won't die straight away, but then I do have to delete them. Last weekly choice is a bridge, of course. I would love a roundabout, or I do have 2 bridges. Maybe I do take a roundabout. You know what, yeah, stuff it. Roundabout it is. So let's just see what I can do with what. Oh, I've just managed to get motorway 2 back. What a save. That was so close. Red still doing their thing. I might leave it in for just literally a second more, but then purple, that is a long way away. Do I dare? Do I dare pump them over motorway 1? Do I dare take them all the way around via the other purple? I think motorway 1 makes the most sense because I do have the bridge for it. Once again, I'm about to be dealing with the yellows. I guess I can just drag motorway 2 back over there. Another one for the blues. Oh, geez. Alrighty then. Sure. I think my roundabout is just going to have to go in there. I think my only real option is to just shove it straight down in the center, but it doesn't really get around that main pancake. Anyway, it's going to have to do. Otherwise, red are going to be a problem. Green, I'll swap a couple around, see if that's enough. Otherwise, I've got a whole pocket on the right, but I've only got 1 bridge because, of course, I took the roundabout, but I need the roundabout. This is honestly quite the conundrum because I'm seeing so many different areas that I need to improve, and it all just stems around the fact that I only have 1 bridge. You know, I'd love to be able to take blue, just straight across, inject them into the roundabout, but that takes my last bridge. Oh, then all of a sudden green need it. So then I just take them up here and use the bridge. Oh, but then all of a sudden red down here just need to be coming across here and into there. Oh, but that uses the bridge. And yes, I do have motorways, but I still don't know where and who and what is going to be needed. And so it's just a tough one. Honestly, at this rate, I don't know if I'm going to be surviving that blue over the right. Oh, actually, a whole bundle of cars turned up. I got to give them credit for that. I guess it is going to be the same story for red, but this time we'll use the top one. So then I think I will finally just bridge them into the middle because that also needs it. And I've only got 1 motorway left and it's just the best I can do. Hang on a second, I've just realized, yes, I'll take the 20 road tires, but what happened to light blue? They just absolutely exploded, and now there's every single car in its garage. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Because a while ago, I was hoping that I might be able to connect these 3 yellows into that system, but then I went, oh, it's already just completely overloaded. There's no reason just adding them in. It'll kill everyone. But looking at it now, I think it's just going to be fine to do. Green over there. Honestly, I've got the road tiles for it, so yeah, I'll pump them all the way up and around and down and over. Oh, I even left a gap. Lovely. There we go. I'm just wondering now, though, is there any real reason for me to be destroying motorway 2? I don't think so. Well, I missed it anyway, but whatever. I'm sure there's a whole boatload of reds up the top that are going to be needed somewhere else, but I've got a few more elsewhere. Well then, things were going along fairly swimmingly. I'm still completely baffled by blue, but I just had a couple of buildings upgrade. Purple's nice and easy. I can just join them straight in like that. Not a big deal. It's only just blocking 1 house. Yellow, I guess I've got 1 more to join in. That's all I've got, so if it's enough, who knows, but I just play and see where I really need to use these last 2 motorways. Oh, actually, that was the main reason that I paused it in the first place, was green, and so considering I don't have a bridge, I think motorway 3 straight to there is going to be the main best option. Come on, let them pull in. There are so many cars just waiting in the wings. Look at that, there's so many purple. Get out of the way. Holy moly, just pick a spot. Oh my god, what? They just needed to pick any car spot. Anyone whatsoever, they were all there. Purple was somewhat blocking it, but honestly, there is no one left anymore. They could have pulled into any one of those 10 or 8 or whatever it is, but no, they just decided to pull into the furthest one, and so they just created a massive queue. That is ridiculous. That is no way I died on expert with a spare motorway because it just didn't let them pull in. Like, that is the problem with double buildings. They never have enough car spots for what they're asking for. I don't get it. And that is really quite a shame because I feel as though the entire city was going honestly really well. I mean, obviously we've got one big fat peep in the middle, but no one else is relatively affected. I have an entire 4th motorway at my disposal that I didn't even need yet. And yes, it was about to ramp up as we get towards 2,000 points, but I had things just ready for that. And so I just find it ridiculous and hilarious and also really disappointing in so many things that an entire empire, the perfect empire, all things considered, was taken down because people are picky about their parking spots. And then also being let down by that one building and car park means I'm in the top 10% instead of the top, I don't know, podium percent, so to say. I can't even see number 1 because, well, look at that. Top 10% is 7. So imagine if I could have actually just pushed up into the top because no one was dying. Anyway, in saying that, I reckon I'm just going to finally call it there. So thank you for watching this episode of Mini Motorways. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to the YouTube algorithmic things down below. Also, if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, then make sure to go check out any other ones I've done. Or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.